This is Judge Jared James. Brought to my attention that you're doing a country radio show playing that alternative country. So what do you got to say for yourself there, Len Amsterdam?
Guilty as charged, Your Honor. However, the correct term is the new rock and roll.
The new rock and roll?
Yes, that's correct. The new rock and roll.
Really? Hang 'em high, boys.
And you're lucky enough to be tuned into the Len Amsterdam show. Here's a Canadian lad from Stratford, Ontario, who really kicks ass. The track is called Big City Cowboy Blues. Sheldon Baker, lead vocals, lead rhythm guitar. Barry Walls on bass, Mike Mulholland on drums and harmonies, Corey Williams on lead guitar. Well done, fellas. Len Amsterdam show, now heard worldwide.
The big city lights are shining down on the storefronts, with no place to go out on a Friday night. It ain't like the country, we walk right out to the cornfield. 'Cause in the big city everybody is looking for a fight. I wanna go back to the country where there's no big city cowboy blues. Well, my new girl called me and told me she wanted to talk. I said we'll take a little drive to the country, then we'll take a little walk. She said no, we'll just go out to the nightclub. I said, baby, in the nightclub we can barely talk. I wanna go back to the country where there's no big city cowboy blues. Come on! The big city cowboy blues, you don't ever want them. So when you have them, you will tumble down. I wanna go back to the country where there's no big city cowboy blues. Well, I decided to go restore the farmhouse. I promised myself I would have no regrets. Set up the driveway, drove up my old girlfriend. She dove out of the car, then she dropped right into my arms. She said, I missed you, baby, I've had the big city cowboy blues. Come on! The big city cowboy blues, you don't ever want them. 'Cause when you have them, you will tumble down. I wanna go back to the country where there's no big city cowboy blues. My cowboy boots and not dress shoes. I got my cowgirl by my side and we are happy. I got my cold beer in the can to keep myself amused. Yes, now I'm really happy. I got the big city cowboy blues. Come on, come on. Well, the big city cowboy blues, you don't ever want them. When you have them, you will tumble down. Now I'm back in the country, at home in the country, with my girl in the country. I got the big city cowboy blues.
Hey did you hear about the time that Len Amsterdam was tending bar in St. Bullets when Shelley walked in and took a seat at the bar? Len was busy pouring a prior order when Shelley said in a loud voice, "Hey, Canadian, get over here and pour me a drink." Well, Len, keeping a cool head, walks over and says, "Miss, we take pride in our country, and I'm a very well-rounded, articulate fellow who's just looking to better himself in life. So I would like to be treated with a little more respect, please." Shelley replied, "Save it, Canadian. Just get me a drink." So Len says, "Let's change places so you can see just how it feels when someone is so rude." And with that, they change places. Shelley gets behind the bar, and Len takes a seat and exclaims, "Hey, woman, get me a drink." To which Shelley immediately replies, "We don't serve Canadians."